Good morning, trail grazers. And as you can see, we are not in our kitchen. Rather, we are up in the northern part of the state where it is far more frigid than it is in the southern part where we live. And as you can see, we have guests. Now, this is my sister Cindy and brother-in-law John.
Hello.
And Cindy and John are no stranger on the Rose Red side, but this is the first time that we have them as guests on the Trailgrazer side. And Cindy is always in great demand. Our folks just love when we have Cindy on. So we'll be telling our Rose Red folks that they'll have to come over here in order to see this one. Now, as you know, we focus on food when we are on the trail. And as you can see by the snow in this neighborhood, they live next to what Utah advertises as the greatest snow on earth. And they are avid skiers, and so today they are going to share with us the way that they do food when they go on the ski trips. So with that little introduction, I'm going to turn the time over to Cindy and John, and they will show you how they pack stuff in their car and how they pull it out and how they get ready for the food. So here we go.
Thank you. We are so excited to be here. We love the snow and we love to ski and we enjoy skiing several times a week. The thing that we don't enjoy is paying the prices for food at ski resorts. So we have a plan and we're going to share with you why we do what we do and what we do. And John is going to set up. So when we ski for a day, we leave home early in the morning and have breakfast on the run, something that we've made at home in advance. And then we'll ski until lunchtime, come back to our car, and this is our setup. It's not a large car, it is small, but we have our ski equipment here, our ski bins. We have kitchen in a bin right here, our tins in bins that we will show and tell you later. But we'll come back to this spot for a lunch break. I'll set up chairs and get the water for John. He will do the setup for tailgating here. Comes from his old football days knowledge on the college campus some years ago. But we've added the snow for this element here. But for food on the road, for trail grazing and quick dinners, minimalist is how we like to be. Be efficient and have everything that we need in right at our fingertips. And so this table has an adjustable height. And Jim, if you'd like to come show this bin, and this is all the equipment that we need right here in this bin. And John will set it up while I'm talking. But so you understand that are we cheapskates?
We're frugal.
We're frugal.
We're wise.
We're value oriented.
Yes.
And we prepare food in advance to have at a ski resort. For example, the other day I saw a mother feeding her two teenage boys an order of chicken tenders and fries at the lodge at the ski lift, the ski resort. $17.99, $18 for a couple of chicken tenders and French fries. Cheeseburgers, $16. A bowl of soup, $12. So we can eat very economically and nutritiously from food that we have put up ourselves. John will show you the cooking methods. Today, we are going to serve our meal in a jar, taco soup. It contains everything we need in here. John will warm it up in a pan on this burner. For our hot beverage, we have elected to have Pero, which is made from grains, a hot drink. I love hot chocolate, John not so much. So I have options for hot chocolate in our kitchen bin as well. But today we'll be doing Pero with a little sweetener and creamer in it, because when we come to the car at lunch, I'm cold. My toes are cold, my hands are cold, and John sits me in the chair and gives me a hot drink to begin with. We'll come back in a minute when we're ready to cook.
We have some water going in the pot. We have a case of water in the car, so a couple bottles of water on the propane stove, and now I'm about to light the butane stove and get it going for the stew. And today we have taco soup. Yeah. So we have taco soup that we're going to have for lunch today. and it's pretty yummy. Just get that baby going in there. Seems like the water, because it's been sitting in the car, is at 38 degrees, so it takes it a while to get going. So we'll get this.
At first, I had bowls for us to eat our hot food, but because it is so open and we're up in where it's very cold, it just chilled down so fast. So we're using styrofoam cups to try to insulate and keep the hot soup, and it did work well last time. And so, did you talk about the two different burners you have?
Butane stove and a propane stove, and
you mix the Pero in our
yes,
containers to
Yep.
make us a hot drink.
so we get
And
the.
it keeps it hot. It's so wonderful to have it nice and warm.
Oh yeah, especially after skiing all day and you're kind of worn out and hungry.
And so while he's mixing things up, I just want to explain to you some of the options that we have for food on the road with this little mobile kitchen that we can use. We have different options. Of course, we do a lot of food preserving, and so many options are from our own storage. Another option is a chicken stew from home bottled vegetables and bottled chicken. We can do chili. I don't bottle chili altogether. Mine is two separate. Beans and the chili mix is an option for lunch. If people don't do home storage canning like we do, there are options of canned foods and goods, and just be sure that the canned goods have a pop top or that you have a can opener in your little kitchen bin. But here's lunch: chili and peaches. I also brought pineapple, which is a real treat for us. Because we have a freeze dryer now, we have the option of freeze-dried meals that we can rehydrate. Just to show a few: mac and cheese, or a chicken dish with orzo, or spaghetti and meat sauce. There are also vegetarian and gluten-free choices for people, but the opportunities and options are endless. And we sit down and have a hot lunch after about 10 minutes of John's hard work while I'm sitting in the chair getting warm with my hot Pero.
Of course, fishing the Splenda packet out of the Pero is always
An adventure.
one of my favorite things to do. But the stew's already. I figured that it needed a little sweetener. Golly, that
And
Splenda
Jim, this
packet.
is already boiling.
So let's go ahead and take a look at it.
So here's hot taco soup, and
Water on the way. Seems like. Oh man, that's good. That is really yummy. So the stew's ready to go. Taco soup, I should call it, and it's really delicious. It's going to be a great lunch today with some crackers of, let's see, wheat thins today. And then we have this guy's all ready. There you go, and I'll turn this off too. And this is something I painfully learned. That handle gets really hot. So we'll make this. Pero's a malt barley beverage. It's no caffeine, nothing to hype you up. Only good nutrition here. Probably no nutrition, but it's pretty tasty. Stir those up.
I haven't thought about how much this setup cost us, the two little burners, but for
Oh,
not very much money.
No, these are not
have a couple of
expensive.
stoves and just kitchen utensils and cookware that we had on hand that we could donate from
yeah.
our kitchen.
So you want the soup into
Ken,
those guys.
need to dish that up?
Sure. You like. Here's the big guy.
So your return on investment's pretty high.
Yes.
Yeah, this butane
For the
stove.
price of one lunch at a ski resort, we can
Yes.
provide a kitchen.
Yeah, I
our
mean,
own
if Cindy and I wanted to just have a burger and chicken strips with fries, we'd be talking probably, if we had a drink, it'd be $50. And this is food that we put up a long time ago, and I don't think either of these cost $50. So it just makes sense. We ski a lot, and thanks, son. And on beautiful days like today, you know, we'd like to tailgate. It's not every
I'm
day,
purple.
because some days it's a blizzard and some days it's cold as it can be. But and then we also, over here in the snow, I happen to have some beverages in addition to. So while we're waiting for our Para to cool down, here's Cindy's Dr. Pepper and my Coke Zero, and we are sitting pretty. It doesn't get much better than this.
Comforts of life.
Oh yeah.
So I hope you enjoyed this little excursion with John and Cindy, and knowing that they're heading for the slopes tomorrow, aren't you?
Yes, we are.
Going up tomorrow. So we thought this would just be a really fun thing to show you. So thank you so much for joining us, and we'll let them enjoy their lunch, and we will see you next time on the trail.